On the next Cool Rob Show, special guest Ophus stops by the Cool Rob Show to talk about his clothing lines, Trife, Soufflo, and Creep Life. Ophus also talks to Cool Rob about their journey of becoming an entrepreneur. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Season 2, Episode 4 of the Cool Rob Show.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back. It's your boy Cool Rob. I'm cooler than cool, cooler than the most, cooler than the other side of the pillow. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Cool Rob Show, live from the new bullpen. As you can see him on the left-hand side, I'm getting ready to introduce him in a minute, y'all. He's a staple of the show, but he's here on a solo, get ready to talk about his clothing line. But before we get to that, thank you again, y'all, for tuning in. Shout out to Movie Hood TV. Don't forget to subscribe to moviehoodtv.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Cool Rob TV, all caps. Don't forget to like, dislike, leave comments. We're looking for new people to get on the show. We getting it in, y'all, Season 2, y'all. So without further ado, let me go and introduce my boy, O. What's up, O?
What's good? What's good? What is good, man?
Thank you, bro, for coming through, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, exceptionally well right now. Just, chilling on my vacay. It just started today. So, yeah, man, just here, chilling like I'm supposed to,
Ain't nothing like a vacation, man.
Yeah.
Not a vacation, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do on your vacation, bro?
Chillax, celebrate this upcoming 38th birthday coming up on Tuesday of mine. So, gotta do something good, something relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Well, all this crazy madness is going on out here in the back. You know how they go. Just staying out the way.
Happy early birthday to you, man. Would have
Appreciate
been to make it a 38, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How was your day today?
Day was pretty much good. It was productive. Got a lot of things out the way. You know what I'm saying? Work as usual. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to it but to do it. And from that point on, here I am.
That's what's up, bro. Thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to come through on the Cool Rob Show. Bless us with your knowledge, man. Bless us. I'm stuttering, y'all. Let's get to it anyway. Yeah, so, bro, just tell us about yourself, man. What's going on? You got anything special going on right now?
Pretty much right now, I would say I'm brainstorming on a lot right now when it comes to ideas, future ideas, clothing ideas, shoe ideas, music ideas, whatever the case may be, something for the future. As far as I'm concerned right now, it's just brainstorming for right now because, things are in the works. Just gotta keep them on the hush right now, but not for long, but yeah.
You the man, bro, the jack of all trades, man. So we're gonna get right to it, y'all. But before we get started, man, what else show you gonna find where you're gonna get some good conversations, some laughs, and in the background, you're gonna see Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis in the background, y'all. Y'all see that? I did it for my guests, y'all. I did it for y'all, man. So I'm trying to entertain y'all as much as I could, man. So definitely just keep tuning in. Like I say, man, it's gonna be a bunch of fun, a bunch of knowledge. We're gonna get it in Season 2, Cool Rob Show, live from the bullpen. So, like I said, thanks for sharing all that info with us, man. You ready to get started?
Let's get started.
All right, man. I would like to say before we officially start, me and Obi know each other for over 20 years, man. We done worked together at several jobs. So I'm honored to call him a friend. So let's get right to it, man. So, yes, we are here today. So Ophus can tell us about his clothing line. He got his own clothing line going on. So I'm very, very honored to be able to talk to him about that. I'm glad he's on the show so he can tell us about his clothing line. So let's get to it, bro. First question, tell us about your clothing line.
Well, clothing line, pretty much it was inspired, I would say from my father, because he's the first one that got me started when it came down to silk screening and pretty much like block print and just a lot of things that dealt with shirts, puffy paint and whatnot. And I watched my parents as I came up in the household do this type of stuff, from my mom being a seamstress and my father being an artist. So it's like I decided to take on my own as far as, doing my own shirts and whatnot. And then, as far as the clothing line is concerned, pretty much it's 3 all in one. One in particular deals with both the shirts and shoes, and the other two is dealing with shirts. But just to start off with the first clothing line that I came out with was called Trife. And that pretty much was something that you and I came out with, as far as like pretty much the whole collective of everybody went to school with us, went to work with us. You know, you see something crazy, you be like, Trife. That's only funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you had no choice but to look into it and see that it's just it's comedy, it's humorous, it's pretty much, it's like, how should I say? It's like surreal, or your real footage, or a photography, or a photograph of something like a background, or just some crowd, right? And then you see some crazy ass cartoon in the middle of it, or character in there, just like, and you say, wait, Trife, this is Trife, yeah, this is Trife. So it's pretty much comedy. It's artistic comedy in a sense where it's made for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about this clothing line that I got. It's made for everyone when it comes down to Trife. Same thing with one of my other shirts right here that I have. I deal with music as well also too. So when it comes to people that's in the artistic realm, or the productive realm, you got this one right here. And as you can see, it's got like a little, play sign and whatnot, but it's actually a part of the other clothing line, which is pretty much called Soufflo. Mm-hmm. And Soufflo is the one that deals with the clothes and the shoes. Soufflo is pretty much my last name spelled backwards. I realized that, when you search your name, when you search whatever, label that you're looking for as your brand, that you want to make sure that, there's nobody out there using it copyright wise. And, Soufflo has been used widely throughout Eastern Europe and all over the world from what I've seen. But it's like, who else got the last name Soufflo if you turn the other way around, and it's Ophus? Right. Myself. Right. So I couldn't really much use Soufflo as my main one, because like I said, if you go on Instagram, you can hashtag and you'll find all these different Soufflos. So I looked at my first name. My first name pretty much sounds like my last name, only it's spelled different. So it's Ophus, but when you spell it the other way around, Suhpo, it sounds like Suppo, Soufflo. So pretty much Soufflo is more so just like Trife, only it's more so on a realm of, okay, you got background, you have inspirational visuals and whatnot. And even the shoe that I started called Soufflo, pretty much the same thing. It's more so combo colors. It's more so like it's expressed the DMV, and at the same time it expressed urban outfits. And like I said, I'm about to dabble into like women's shoes down the line and unisex shoes down the line as well also too. And then the other one is called Creep Life. But before we get to Creep Life, Soufflo is a unique style of clothing for a unique style of people, the way it's supposed to flow. Soufflo, okay? So the other one is Creep Life. So Creep Life, not in association with Tommy Guns and everybody from hip hop or Atlanta hip hop, whatever it is, loving hip hop and whatnot. But Creep Life is self-explanatory. This is my shirt right here. As you can see, it's got the Creep Life logo. It's just like the Supreme one, but as you can see, that little character right there, he looks creepy, but at the same time he's sneaky. But it's more so on the verge of adult humor with a cartoon twist to it. So it's kind of like Harry Crumb. Most of the cartoonists back in the day, or illustrators back in the day, that had humor and cruel humor with their illustrations and whatnot, but it's not vulgar. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's nasty, but that's creep. Oh, you're a creep, that type of thing. So it's just like Trife, Creep Life, it's all the same. Soufflo pretty much dealing, like I said, is dealing with like an all-based platform, is dealing with anybody that can wear it. You know what I'm saying? Same with Creep Life. I mean, I might end up having something for the kids. I would say over 13 for Creep Life, but nothing under 13 or 12 for Creep Life. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I like that. So our next question is, what inspired you to come up with your own clothing line?
Well, what inspired me, for one, coming up in the household, my parents, really didn't have the means to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was also a means of looking at what was unique versus looking at what was commercial. You know what I'm saying? So when it came down to literally saving money and investing, it was like, okay, my mom came up with the idea of making clothes for me. So my parents came with a clothing line, pretty much their own little line called Wholesale Creations, Hampton Ophus, Susan Ophus. And just based off of that alone, like I said, watching my parents as I was young, my mom being a seamstress, watching her sew, my father being an artist, doing his thing. And then on top of that, if anybody could remember, if they lived in the Hyattsville area, like back when we were going Northwestern, they had Artspin 98 and Artspin 2000. This took place at the municipal building. And the last one was located at the Metro 3 building, right across the street from PG Plaza, adjacent to the library over around the corner. So Artspin was a major event within the Hyattsville region, which also inspired the art district over there closer to the map over in that area, off of Baltimore Avenue. And pretty much my father was the president of the Hyattsville Artists Alliance between that time, 98 until 2000, and pretty much was the one that came up with the idea of the art district. So when it came down to all proceeds making it into the art district, as far as the all Carter artists being nationwide, locally, and worldwide, things went the other route. And it was just that, the county had plans for that area. So I looked at the fact that, down the line, everybody else started coming out with their own clothing line or their own shoe line. And I just said, you know what, I've been drawing since I was a kid. I got these skills, might as well put them to use. And so forth. I came up with this idea of Soufflo, Trife, and Creep Life, and decided to run with it. So.
Okay. So my next question would be, and you say you make shoes as well, right?
Make shoes as well.
Tell us about your shoes.
Okay, so the shoes, on the other hand, I got into that based off of somebody else's input when it came down to them doing shoes. So it was just like, oh, okay, you're doing shoes. But it's like, his shoe was pretty much just a mediocre start off, which I understand. You got to start off something small, but then work your way to something big. So I came across this platform where you can make your own shoe. Excuse me. And a lot of people are doing the same thing when it comes to their shoes. So pretty much the same platform that artist Master P came out with, or pretty much came out with his shoe on. So pretty much everybody's utilizing the same platform. It's called liveshoes.com. So I pretty much had used the same title that I used for my shirt, Soufflo, and decided to use it for the shoe. Only in this particular sense, they give you pretty much everybody in the shoe business. This is one thing we gotta look at. Everybody in the shoe business, no matter what logo or no matter what brand it is, they all have a certain blueprint of a shoe, be it a sneaker, a high heel, a sandal, whatever, So it's just the fact that when you put that blueprint in someone's hand and you say, okay, here's the foundation. What are you gonna put in it? What are you gonna put on the outside of it? That's where you come into play. So this is the case right here. It was, came across this website, started making the shoes. Before you know it, started getting the pull that I needed. And at the same time, right now, I got my first pair of Soufflo shoes on the way as we speak, all the way from Italy. Custom made, all the way from Italy. So pretty much I get 30% off on anything that I buy from my market. And at the same time, I also issue out coupons as well also too. So, plus on top of that, it's many other outlets besides shoes and clothes that can make other income. But as far as the shoes are concerned, I just got tired of buying other people's shoes when it came down to Nikes and, just high price shoes. It's like, it's original. Don't get me wrong, it's original, but how would it feel to put your own shoe on? You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing with Jordan. Jordan got the jump man out here. You know what I'm saying? So I decided Soufflo. So yeah.
It'd be a hell of a thing if I could put my own shoe on, bro. So 2 questions about your shoes. Do your shoes come in low top or high top?
My shoes are a wide variety of low top, high top, boots, sandals, high heels, unisex, kids, you name it. So it's just a matter of the imagination and pretty much the style that it fits when it comes to that person that's looking for that particular shoe. You know, so like say for instance, you got your people that like to rock Adidas or they rock the Converse. You got your Reebok, you got your Nike wearers, you got, you know, all your types, but it's the same when it comes to that particular style. So when it's any shoe, it depends on the color, it depends on the style, it even depends on the staff that picks them out. Because say if I make a shoe and they look at it and they say, okay, I like this, but then I make another shoe and they say, hey, you know, everybody that's seen how you made this shoe, we want, this is the staff pick. That's what determines what's good and what's, you know, what's mediocre. So, and usually from that point on, they decide what goes in, what stays. So.
Can you get the shoes in any color, or is it certain colors you're going to get them in?
Well, when it comes down to the shoe, certain color, like I said, it's based on the artist who's making the shoe. So when I make the shoe, it's pretty much like the style that I create. Unlike a request that was made on behalf of our friend Raynard, he wanted a pair in white, black, and purple.
Shout out to Raynard.
Shout out to Raynard. Pretty much, you can get him. It's like this. I can do two things. This is what I'm going to do. I could either make a shoe, you know, and people say, "Oh, I like it," or "I don't like it," you know, or "I want to buy it," or "I don't want to." I'll look in towards buying it, or I can have the shoe style, right, and have the person that likes their shoe style pick out their own colors, and then from that point on, that'll be their shoe. So they can say, "Okay, yeah, this was created by Ophus," but at the same time, this is my style, because this is the style that I asked him to create for me. Like currently right now, I got a DMV artist by the name, she calls herself Big Frankie. I pretty much had offered the idea of making her own shoe because she's a DMV artist, and I wanted to, you know, put her on and be like, you know, if you had an idea of a shoe, what would you include in it? So she pretty much told me her colors. And from that point on, I gave her 3 selections. And from that point on, she just decided, okay, well, damn, you know, there's so many I want to try out. Well, can I get this one? Can I get that one? And, you know, from that point on, it gets them excited because it's like, oh, this is my shoe. This is my name. And it's like, I'll put the inspiration or inspired by such and such, whomever, you know. So pretty much it's the means of reaching out to me, contacting me. You know, what kind of shoe you like, what kind of colors you want, the swatch colors that you want on there and whatnot, the whole nine. So
looking good. I'm gonna go back a little bit to the clothing line. You talk about your shirts. Do you also make pants, sweatpants, shorts?
No sweatpants, no shorts yet, just shirts, short sleeve shirts, mainly short sleeve shirts, t-shirts, V-necks. Long sleeve shirts, zip up hoodies, pullover hoodies in any color. So basically that's pretty much what I do. Not pants. If I find any pants or sweatpants, anything like that, I'll definitely look into it. But I definitely know some people that pretty much do that type of work right there as well too.
Okay, good. You got all the connects.
Mm-hmm.
So what about women and baby clothes? Do you make women's clothes, baby clothes?
Well, as far as women's clothes, I got the women's t-shirts. When it comes down to the long sleeve and pullover, hoodies and whatnot, it's all mainly unisex. As far as the kids are concerned, kids' shoes and shirts are pretty much being put in play or put in progress right now as we speak. Pretty much the market that are pretty much invested in when it comes down to these shirts and these shoes. It just came out with that line for the kids and kids only. So the next thing that's up for bid will be hats as well also too. So we can pretty much look into that. Fitted caps and whatnot, beanies as well too. So, you know, this is all brand new that the market had just introduced to me, I would say like 2-3 days ago. So I'm glad you brought that question up because it just touched down for real and it came to market.
That's what's up, bro. So tell the people that's going to see this and they might be wondering like how much are your shirts? How much are your shoes? So like how much a person will have to spend if they want to get a shirt or some shoes from you?
Okay, so when it comes to shirts, what's one thing we gotta look at? Everything is custom made. Nothing is made for the public as in like a regular old t-shirt with, you know, inspirational quote print, you know, or like something like this. you know, where it's just like off the rack, or you know what I'm saying, like not even like an automated printing system. So it's like it's custom made. So prices will vary between $29.95, $39.95 to even $59.95. When it comes down to the shoes, on the other hand, shoes will range anywhere from either $185 on up, depending on the material that's been used and depending on the style of the shoe. Pretty much, like I said, I offer coupons, 10% off, 20% off, 30% off coupon codes and whatnot. And you can pretty much use those to get the product that you want. And usually how that works is, like say for instance, the shoe situation, right? 7 pre-made sales pretty much gets the shoe put in production. As for me, because of the fact that it's coming, like I said, I'm buying it myself, I get the shoe regardless. I get to rock the shoe. So when people say, hey, where'd you get one of those? You know what I'm saying? It's Soufflos, that's what they are. Or how can I get a pair? Here's my website. From that point on, you know, if you want to pay for Jordans, you want to pay for Nike, if you want to pay for Adidas prices, you can pay for a new trend price that pretty much is going to start a new trend or be a trendsetter throughout the globe, nation, and worldwide. So, you know.
So that's a good question that I thought about while you was talking. So what would you tell the people out there that will say, well, his shoes is too much and I'm not paying $189 for no shoe? So what would you like to tell those people out there?
Well,
because you know it's going to be some people, right? You already know it's going to be some people that's going to say, oh, that's too much. I'm not buying no shoe for no $189.
Well, that's the thing that we have to look at when it comes down to people who say those things. The one thing we gotta look at is that before Jordan, Nike, Adidas, Reebok even came out with their own shoes or came up with their own stuff, somebody had to be the same way with them. I'm not paying $199. I'm not paying $99 for no shoe. I'm not paying $150 for no shoe. Mm-hmm. But all it takes is for one person, because that's the only thing. It doesn't matter what one person says or a few people say. It takes one or a few other people to say, you know what? I don't want to pay for no Nikes. I want that shoe right there. Why you want that shoe so much? Because it's different. It fits my style. Hell, I can get it custom made. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. Do you want to pick up the same Jumpman Nike? Nothing against Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, this is pretty much like an inspirational figure when it comes to the shoes. It's just that when it comes down to like the hype of it all, you know what I'm saying? They took Jordan and just went straight across the board. The man don't even play basketball no more. You know what I'm saying? Right. But his line is still going out there. He had to start somewhere. Right. With the fact that all it takes is for somebody to say, hey, I'm gonna rock those. When it comes down to it, like, you really can't care about anybody else. Right. But so I'm gonna be my first customer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna chase anybody down to buy my shoe. You being your first customer is what's gonna attract the customers. They see you wearing, oh damn, I like the shoes you got, man. Them joints look nice. Soufflo. Ain't that your last name? Yeah. Man, how I even paying those? Where you get them joints from? That's where it starts at. You being your first customer, you walk out there, you self-advertise, the people are gonna flock to you and see, oh shit, he's really a trendsetter. I like that. Matter of fact, you got a business card. So for anybody who's not willing to spend $189 or $150 for a shoe that's made by a regular old person like myself, somebody else will. So that's my saying for that part right there.
Okay, so for the people out there that's actually going to support, like myself, that want some shirts, want some shoes, what do they have to do? How do they get in contact with you?
Okay. First and foremost, everybody has to have an Instagram in order to, advertise along Facebook. So if you want to find out how, what you can do, you can reach me directly on my Instagram page at Supho Soufflo. S-U is pretty much all lowercase. S-U-H as in hat, P as in Paul, O_S-U-F as in foot, L as in life, O. Find me right there. You can DM me. You can check out my link to my shooters right there. I have links in my pictures as well also too, as far as the shirts that I have on the line right now, that you can go ahead, click, copy, paste, and purchase right then and there. And on top of that, if you want to collab with me or remix the shirt, you can do that as well also too by reaching out to me. I'm very flexible. Pretty much you can reach me at my Gmail account at o.ophus@gmail.com. However you like, take it from there.
So for the people that don't have an IG and maybe have a Facebook, how can they find you on Facebook?
Just search me out on Facebook, my first and last name, Ophus, and you will see pretty much Soufflo pop up. It will be in purple words. The background is also in a circle with the name Soufflo. And from that point on, like I said, people could just either add me or either send a direct message to me. We can talk from there.
Okay, that's what's up. So how long will be the shipping and handling?
Shipping and handling, I would say, as far as for the shirts are concerned, I'm looking into that real quick. When it comes down to the shirts, orders ship in 2 to 5 working days, and shipments take another 7 to 14 working days to get out to you. As far as the shoes is concerned, same amount of time because they both come from overseas. So that's pretty much how it's working. One's coming from Japan, the other one's coming from Italy.
So here's a bonus question, and we don't have to spend too much time on this. We can actually say this for another episode. I know you mentioned earlier that you do music as well. So just give us a brief, just a little bit about your music.
Okay, so I've been doing music, I would say, for about 18, 19 years now, right? So it all started when I was going to IT and, digital recorders, but I had one folder was for professor at the time when I was listening to, his lectures in the back of the classroom. I'd be falling asleep after I get off from work. And after I get out of class, I would head around the way, and there was a few other folks that I knew from around the neighborhood that had, flows and whatnot. So when it came down to changing folder A and folder B on digital recorder, that's where most of the beatboxing and most of the lyrics came in. So from that point on, it all started with, we called it the flow box back in the day, from a digital recorder to a program that was worth $10 for PS2, pretty much as a beat maker, to FL Studio and beyond. From that point on, I just continue making beats and made music for a couple of DMV artists. One in particular now lives and resides in California right now. From pretty much winning Artist of the Year and Song of the Year on my behalf, Mumble Sauce on everything. And from that point on, if you want, same thing with SoundCloud. I'm on SoundCloud. You can see you hear most of my work on there. Just search my name once again, Ophus, and you will see it.
You have your own studio, right?
My own studio is right here in my living room. I pretty much produce from my living room. I record from my living room. Really haven't had anybody come through and record lately because of the pandemic and whatnot. But, after a while, it'll pick back up. I also even taught somebody how to make beats at one point, and even how to do melodies and whatnot on a little Makai keyboard. And, pretty much from that point on, it was more so self-taught when it came down to the music and everything, having listening ear for it. But other than that, yeah.
So something you just said that kind of produced another question. So because of the quarantine and the social distances, if somebody actually really wanted to make some music or make some beats or something like that, is it possible to do that via Zoom or Google Hangout or whatever the platforms are, or they have to be in person?
It'll have to be in person, mainly because of the, you gotta have that great sound. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like voice to microphone through the spit guard, headphones on, soundproofing, just straight to the point, record, mix, master, right then and there. To do it over Zoom, it wouldn't be right. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be right to the people that want to hear music and hear good shit come out of their speakers and everything. So I guess after this pandemic is over and they finally open up the world, then business will resume as possible.
Shout out to my boy, man. What can I say? Music producer, his own clothing line. Simply put it, jack of all trades. So that's pretty much it for my questions. Do you have anything else for the people as far as your own clothing line, your shoes, music?
Not at this moment right now. All I can tell you is, like I said, just go follow me on Instagram at Suppo_Suflo. Like I said, that's at SUHPO_SUFLO. You can find me right there. Hit me up, send me a DM, whatever the case may be. Chat it up. We can exchange numbers. We can exchange ideas. I'm all for it.
And one more time, you want to hold up your shirts, the ones that you have, so people can see?
So again, you got Creep Life. As you can see, my name's in the corner right there, just so you know. Sorry for the shirts being wrinkled. I had to try to quickly iron them real fast.
You're still my man.
You got the record
I like
joint.
that. I like that one right there. I like that one.
What's so crazy is somebody in Florida bought this joint.
Oh,
somebody bought one of the joints from when I was in Florida had bought this one particular shirt right here.
Yeah, I like that.
Actually, it wasn't this shirt. It's another one that looks just like that, but it has musical notes on it. But it's got a background image of of Ocean City, pretty much the waves and the water and whatnot. So yeah, pretty much all the shirts that I have are on my website. Like I said, you just access the link to the Instagram page that I just gave you guys, and you'll find it right there.
Man, thank you so much for coming out, man. Thank you for coming on the show, talk about your clothing line. I'm so honored to be able to share this moment with you, bro. Keep doing it, keep pushing. I wish you the best, and I wish you luck. So,
I got one question.
There you go, bro.
When is the cookout?
All right, y'all. So when is the cookout? All right, so if you're in the DMV area, that's District, Maryland, Virginia, if you know me or know anyone that's close to me, I love bringing people together, right? Thank you for giving me this moment to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking questions. So I love bringing people together, right? Just the smiles on their faces, the laughs, the joy, even the kids running around and having fun. When I usually do these cookouts, I never ever really ask for no money. I just ask for a little bit of support, maybe some food here and there, and just ask people to come out, right? And so my first ever cookout was because my boy, rest in peace, Alan Martin, he was killed. And so I was working nights, and so I missed his funeral. I woke up, realized I missed his funeral. Everybody was there. I was so upset. The first ever cookout was a dedication, loving memory of Alan Martin. And so from that point on, when I brought everybody together like that, and I brought his family out there, shout out to my boy, Ray. I actually had Ray draw just like signs and slogans on these white table covers and sheets. It was saying stuff like "Stop the violence" and "Increase the peace." And, it was just a great, great moment to bring his family out there. We were celebrating his life. So from there, I had a thing for cookouts, and then went from 1 to 2, and then we did 3, and then we did 4, and then we did 5, and now we did 6. And for some reason, we stopped at 6. It's always something that kind of jumping our way. Last year was because of 107 degrees, so we didn't have it. The year before last, I went out of town. It was my first time I went to South Beach. So I was pushing to have one on the 27th, which looked like it's not going to happen because we're still in a social distance world, so to speak. And you only can bring 10 to 12 people together, right? So once again, thank you for telling me this, because breaking news on the Cool Rob Show live from the bullpen. I'm shooting for August, y'all. So anybody that see this, I'm shooting for August. That gives me a whole rest of this month, all of July, and pretty much I'm gonna wait basically towards the end of August. See where we at for our social distance guidelines, but I'm definitely going to bring this back out. Like I said, my goal was to get to 10 cookouts, and we at 6. So we got 7, 8, 9, and then the 10 was going to be the biggest cookout you ever seen before. So it's coming, y'all. So this next cookout, we're shooting for August. The last Saturday in August, y'all. Last Saturday in August.
Hopefully the world opens up.
Yeah, so definitely going to see what it's like as far as this social distance guideline. You see in the background, Lennox Lewis knocking down.
Man, just knocked my man out. I'm just looking at this thing. I'm like, damn.
I'm Tyson fan, y'all. Ladies, you see I was popping the collar for y'all today, too. You used to have a towel on. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing my thing. But, yeah, we're going to wrap this up, bro. Like I said, thank you for coming through, man. I'm so honored, man. But, hey, this is not the last time you're going to see him. You know Ophus is going to be back with our original panel, Donnie O, You know what I'm saying? My boy Ray. We're going to get it in, y'all. And we got some new special guests that want to get it in with y'all as well. So I'm working on it, setting that up. For those y'all don't know, my boy O is celebrating a birthday on Tuesday.
Big
Happy early birthday
38th.
to you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Any plans?
I didn't want to hush.
All right, so, man, this is one of my favorite parts of the show where it's called Last Words, and I love for people to bang this. This is your outgoing message. Talk to the people. Oh, you got any last words?
Last words for everybody: wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. It's not a game out here. Like, rest in peace, my man Jerry's mom, who passed away day before yesterday.
Yeah, rest
in peace. You know what I'm saying? Sorry,
Big Jerry and Kathy. I love you.
You know what I'm saying? That was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? That came out of left field. So
yeah.
Please, people, you know what I'm saying? Wash your hands, keep your immune system up. Put it like this. There's a lot more to talk about when it comes down to this whole COVID thing. You know what I'm saying? But mainly just, wash your hands, be good to one another out here. We got crazy times kicking off. Racism is at an all-time high once again. We got all these protests and everything going on. Happy Juneteenth, everybody out here right about now. Yeah, man, it's just wash your hands. Keep your distance and keep your immune system up. And as always, be productive and creative at all costs.
I'll piggyback off what O said. It's definitely real out here, y'all. Please take this COVID-19 stuff very, very seriously. Like O just said, one of our closest friends has lost his mom the other day for COVID. I know numerous and endless people who either had it or a family member had it. It's real, y'all. So yeah, definitely wash your hands, like O said. And my last words, I don't know if y'all saw that, but this laptop trying to go dead, but we anyway, we're gonna beat them to it. My last words, I love these last words. I always say the same thing. If you laugh and you cry, that's a hell of a day. And whatever you're doing out here, never give up, never give up, never give up. Shout out to my boys, Movie Hood TV. Don't forget to subscribe to their channel, moviehoodtv.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Cool Rob TV, all caps. Please leave comments down below. Dislike, tell us what you think. Tell O about his clothing line. I'm definitely going to let him know about the comments. Tell me if you like, ladies, tell me if you like my pop my collar. Tell me if you like that I had an actual live fight in the background. You know what I'm saying? So, in my next couple episodes, if you actually want to see an event or old event or some old sports or whatever you want to see, just let me know and I'll pop it right on that screen right there. Oh, tell the people what they can subscribe to, brother.
Once again, Instagram, subscribe. Like I said, add me. Come follow at Suppo Suflo. That's correction. I'm not to say S. That's the @ at SUH as in hat, P as in Paul, O_SU, F as in foot, L as in leg, and O. Suppo Suflo.
For my boy O, Cool Rob. Shout out to Donnie and Ray. They'll be back soon. Cool Rob is in the building. Over and out.